Hey guys, Mike here. So, my first review for my new cult classic reviewing series is 1998's The Big Lebowski, starring Jeff Bridges and John Goodman. In The Big Lebowski, Jeff Bridges plays Jeff the Dude Lebowski, and one day he ends up getting attacked by two men who mistake him for a different Jeff Lebowski. So after this, the dude approaches the Big Lebowski to find out why he's even being attacked in the first place. And after the Big Lebowski initially dismisses the dude, he then invites him back to give him a job to find out who has kidnapped his wife. And as the story progresses, the dude ends up getting involved in a number of situations which he is not equipped for, when all he really wants to do is just bowl with his friends. So we have The Big Lebowski. Now, just before I watched The Big Lebowski today, I had never seen it before, and obviously the main reason I watched it today was to review it for this new series. So, what did I think of it? Well, I do have to say that this is a slightly different role than I'm used to seeing Jeff Bridges playing, because in most of the films that I've seen him in, he's normally playing a gruff, stern authority figure or something like that. And honestly, it was just a nice change of pace to see him play someone who's not like that in the slightest. The dude is lazy, he's unorganised, and he just doesn't really seem to care about much about anything. And you know what? Jeff Bridges plays this role really well. He's quite funny, he's somewhat likeable, and I thought it was just a good role for him. But really, the biggest standout from this movie has to be John Goodman. Nearly every single scene he's in, he's absolutely hilarious. And this is definitely one of the best roles that I've seen John Goodman in. Nearly everything that comes out of this guy's mouth is pure comedy gold. And I don't think there was a single scene in this movie where he just wasn't really entertaining. Though, I do have to say that Steve Buscemi in this movie was completely pointless. The only reason he's in this movie is to be told to shut up, and that's it. And that would be fine if his character did anything more than that, but honestly, he is only there just to be told to shut up, and he doesn't really have any other lines that make him funny or likeable. And initially, I did like how he went from one crazy event to another, but later on, these events just kind of were being crazy for the sake of being crazy, and they didn't really have much to do with the plot as a whole. And then there were just a few random dream/drug sequences, which served no purpose other than being flashy art pieces, really. They didn't really say anything about his character, didn't really push the story forward, and honestly, they were just there to be trippy. And I would say that The Big Lebowski is quite funny. I wouldn't say that it's outrageously hilarious, but I do have to say that none of the scenes really fell flat. They just weren't really as funny as I was hoping they'd be. However, there were one or two scenes that were really funny and they did catch me off guard. I was thinking that probably the biggest comedy highlight of the whole entire movie was going to be seeing them do a back and forth with the other team while they're bowling. But then just as they actually go to do the tournament, the movie just ends there and I was like, oh, okay. I guess we're not going to really see him bowling all that much. Even though it's pretty much all over the poster and it's all they talk about in the movie wanting to do. And then they just don't show it and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So, what are my overall thoughts on The Big Lebowski? Do I think The Big Lebowski is a cult classic? Now, I would see why people would say that this movie is a cult classic. I just don't think I would personally put it as a cult classic because there wasn't really anything too much that did stand out to me or anything that I would particularly remember from this movie. Other than John Goodman's performance, there wasn't really anything that I really took away from this movie or would consider to be a cult classic. And would I personally recommend The Big Lebowski? I don't really think I would. Like I said, it's funny. I just don't really think it's all that at the end of the day. Okay guys, that's my cult classic review of The Big Lebowski. Have you seen it? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!